Have you ever found yourself, mid-stress, rubbing your temples, trying to ease that headache,
Hmm.
or feeling like the actual weight of the world is sitting right there on your shoulders?
Oh, definitely. Or that gut-wrenching feeling. We use these phrases all the time.
Exactly. And maybe you've noticed how certain feelings seem to, settle in specific spots in your body.
Yeah.
Well, those aren't just metaphors, they're physical realities. And today, we're taking a real deep dive into why your body feels like it's holding on to, well, more than just itself.
It's such a crucial topic.
Our mission today is to explore this powerful truth that's really shifting how we see health and healing, how our bodies literally store fear, pain, overwhelm.
Hmm.
We're going to unpack the surprising science behind it all, and importantly, give you some practical tools to really partner with your body in healing.
Yeah, moving from fighting it to working with it.
Right. So whether you're dealing with chronic pain or maybe anxiety that just won't quit, or you're just curious about that mind-body connection,
Right.
this conversation, we hope, is going to offer a whole new lens,
Hmm.
help you understand your own capacity for resilience and repair. Let's
Oh.
get into it.
Absolutely. And it's vital because the core idea is often missed, isn't it? Your body isn't separate from your mind.
Right. We tend to think of them as two different things.
For centuries, yeah, Western medicine treated them pretty distinctly, mind over matter, the body as a machine.
Mm-hmm.
But now, neuroscience, psychology, even ancient wisdom, they're all pointing to the same thing.
Yeah.
We're integrated, our emotional lives, our history. It's not just in our heads.
It's written all over our bodies.
Exactly. It's etched throughout our entire physical system.
So when something really big happens, fear, stress, even physical pain,
Hmm.
it's not just mental,
No way. Your whole nervous system gets involved, mobilizing your entire body for survival.
which is brilliant, evolutionarily speaking,
Yeah.
designed to handle danger.
Totally brilliant. But what happens when the danger's gone and the body doesn't quite get the memo? It doesn't stand down.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
That's where it gets really interesting. Okay, imagine you're walking alone at night, hear footsteps behind you.
Okay, instant tension.
Right. In a split second, your brain's alarm, the amygdala, sends out a distress signal. Think of it like your internal smoke detector.
Constantly scanning.
Exactly. It senses danger, maybe even before you consciously do, and triggers the whole system. Your sympathetic nervous system floods you with cortisol, adrenaline.
The stress hormones.
Yep. Heart rate spikes, breathing gets shallow, muscles tense up, digestion basically shuts down, immune system takes a back seat. Everything's ready, fight, flee, or freeze.
And ideally, if it's just like a jogger going past.
Right. Then your brake pedal, the parasympathetic nervous system, should kick in, brings you back down,
Hmm.
heart rate slows, breathing deepens, muscles relax. Baseline.
Okay. But what if the threat was real or ongoing? Or maybe it happened years ago, but that fight or flight energy never fully discharged.
That's the core issue. What if your body is still braced for a threat that vanished long ago?
Which leads us to Dr. Peter Luzine's work, right? Somatic experiencing.
Precisely. His observations of animals were groundbreaking. He noticed, say, a gazelle escapes a lion. It doesn't get PTSD.
Why not?
Because once it's safe, it might literally shake, tremble. It discharges all that pent-up survival energy, lets its nervous system reset.
But humans,
Yeah.
we often don't do that.
We interrupt it, don't we? Our thinking brain gets in the way. Pull yourself together. Be strong. Or maybe we just don't feel safe enough internally or externally to let those powerful physical responses complete their cycle.
So the consequence,
Yeah,
all that energy gets trapped, stored in the
you
body.
got it. Trapped. Mobilized survival energy. Stuck. Ready for a threat that isn't actually here anymore. Your internal alarm is jammed in the on position.
Wow. And that trapped energy isn't just sitting there, is it? It shows up physically.
In very distinct ways. Research using things like thermal imaging, body mapping, it shows clear patterns for different emotions.
Like what?
Well, anxiety often presents as, racing heart, shallow breath, that tightness in the chest or throat.
Hmm.
Anger tends to light up the arms, hands, upper torso, the body, preparing to fight.
Makes sense.
Sadness might feel like a literal heaviness in the chest. Shame often leads to a collapsed posture, like you're physically shrinking.
So it's really not just a feeling, it's physiology.
Absolutely. And Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, his work really highlights how overwhelming experiences can actually change brain and body structure and function.
Which explains why sometimes people just don't have words for trauma.
Right.
Or they feel frozen.
Exactly. The primitive brain parts take over, the language centers kind of go offline, survival mode.
And the science is pushing even further now, this idea of cellular memory.
It's an emerging area, yeah. The hypothesis is that individual cells might store experiential information. There are these intriguing, though admittedly rare, cases with organ transplants.
Where recipients report donor preferences or memories.
Right. It's anecdotal but fascinating. More established is Dr. Candace Pert's work on neuropeptides.
The emotional chemical messengers.
Yeah. She found they're not just in the brain, they're everywhere. Immune cells, gut, heart. Suggesting emotional processing happens throughout the body, not just upstairs.
That is truly eye-opening. So if our bodies are stuck in this chronic activation, always ready, what's the long-term cost, health-wise?
The toll is huge, often silent at first. Chronic stress, that constant hormone flood, it suppresses immunity, messes with sleep, impairs digestion, fuels inflammation.
Which connects to so many chronic conditions.
Absolutely. Heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, chronic pain syndromes. The links are becoming clearer and clearer.
And the really crucial piece here is
That these aren't character flaws. They are intelligent, adaptive responses from a body doing its best to survive just based on old information. Like the danger's still present.
okay, so the big aha moment then. If trauma and stress are stored in the body,
Then healing must involve the body too.
which is why talk therapy alone, while valuable, sometimes isn't enough to shift these deep patterns.
Exactly. It's like knowing why the alarm is blaring, but not how to reset it.
Our bodies are constantly sending signals, but we often just dismiss them as random aches or anxiety.
Instead of seeing them as vital messages, signals from our body's memory bank.
And one really common way this shows up is chronic muscle tension, right? That weight on the shoulders feeling.
Definitely. It's literal. Shoulders carrying burdens can lead to headaches, neck pain, a clenched jaw from holding back words.
Or bracing for impact.
Yeah. These aren't metaphors. Muscles stay partly contracted, creating trigger points, chronic pain. It feels structural, but it's often functional in adaptation, the body bracing itself.
And then there's the gut, the second brain.
Hugely important. It's packed with neurotransmitter receptors, super sensitive to emotions,
So things like IBS, stomach pain, reflux.
often linked to chronic stress or trauma. When you're in fight or flight, digestion is way down the priority list. That creates all sorts of issues, and that nagging gut feeling of unease.
What about breathing? How does stress affect that?
Many people unconsciously shift to shallow chest breathing, which ironically just keeps the stress response going.
Like a feedback loop.
Exactly, or holding the breath, or chronic sighing, like the body's trying desperately to release something.
And sleep. Energy levels.
Stored survival energy messes with those too. Trouble falling asleep, waking frequently because you're scanning for threats.
Or sleeping too much.
Yeah, as an escape or a collapse response. And feeling exhausted even after sleep. That's often because the nervous system is running that 2047 background threat check. It's draining.
Which logically impacts the immune system too.
Severely.
Right.
Chronic activation suppresses it, leading to dysregulation. We see links to autoimmune conditions, frequent colds, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia.
It all starts to connect. What about sensory overload? Like feeling overwhelmed by normal things.
Hypersensitivity, loud noises, bright lights, touch, crowds, classic signs of a nervous system stuck in hyperarousal. Every input feels like a potential threat.
And the flip side, numbness.
Yeah, emotional numbness, dissociation, the body's way of shutting down overwhelming feeling to survive. Or, conversely, emotions hitting like tsunamis, just feeling completely unmanageable.
Even how we move can change.
Trauma can literally reshape your physicality. Movements might become smaller, restricted, taking up less space.
Like protective posture, hunched shoulders.
Exactly. Or movements might feel jerky, uncoordinated, like the body's communication lines are fuzzy.
But the profound part is recognizing the wisdom in these responses.
Hmm.
They made sense at the time.
That's the absolute key shift. These weren't mistakes, they were adaptations for survival. Brilliant ones, really.
The problem is they persist when they're no longer needed.
Right. The body's still reacting to old threats because it never got the all clear. So healing isn't about fixing brokenness. It's about helping your body realize it's safe now.
Recognizing symptoms as messages from a protective body. That's the first step.
A huge first step, seeing it not as the enemy, but as trying to help.
So to release this, we need to work with the nervous system, the body's command center.
Yeah, think of it as the conductor. If it's dysregulated, the whole orchestra is chaotic.
And Dr. Porges' polyvagal theory really helps us understand this conductor, right?
Absolutely. It maps out three main branches, not just the usual two. The most ancient is the dorsal vagal system.
The freeze response.
Yes, freeze, collapse, dissociate. Kicks in with extreme threat, no escape. Feeling numb, spacey, flat, depressed. Playing dead, essentially.
Then the familiar sympathetic nervous system.
Our mobilization system. Fight or flight. Heart races, muscles tense, feeling wired, anxious, angry. Designed for short bursts, but people get stuck here.
Right, stuck in that loop.
Exactly, and that's the issue.
And the third, newest system.
The ventral vagal system, parasympathetic but different. This is our social engagement system. Active when we feel safe, connected, present.
Calm heart rate, deep breathing, clear thinking.
Yes, able to connect authentically. The goal of healing is really cultivating more time in this ventral vagal state. It's our home base.
And Dr. Siegel's window of tolerance fits in here too.
Perfectly. It's that optimal zone where you can handle life's ups and downs without getting totally overwhelmed or shutting down.
But trauma shrinks that window.
Dramatically. Tiny stressors can suddenly feel huge, triggering big reactions.
So healing is about widening that window again.
Gradually, yes. Helping your nervous system learn it can handle more intensity without going into survival mode, building resilience, flexibility.
And relationships play a role here. Co-regulation.
A massive role. Our nervous systems are designed to sync up. Being around someone truly calm and grounded can literally help regulate your system.
Which was why safe relationships are so healing.
Incredibly so. We learn regulation from caregivers initially, but co-regulation is possible at any age. It's a biological imperative.
And what about neuroception? That unconscious scanning.
Dr. Porges' term for our internal radar. Constantly scanning for safety or danger below conscious thought.
But trauma can mess with that radar, make safe things feel threatening.
Exactly. Miscalibrates it. Feeling anxious in a safe crowd, for example. Which leads to the question, how do we heal this without re-triggering everything?
That's where titration and pendulation come in.
Key principles. Titration means working with tiny, manageable bits of activation. Like slowly sipping, not gulping, just touching the edge of discomfort, not diving in.
And pendulation?
That's supporting the natural rhythm of moving between activation and calm, like a gentle swing. Helping the system learn it can go into slight activation and come back to safety.
Which brings up a really critical point.
Yeah.
You can't really process trauma effectively if you're totally dysregulated.
You simply can't. If you're in full fight or flight or shutdown, the thinking, integrating parts of your brain are offline.
Like trying to talk philosophy with someone who's drowning.
Perfect analogy. You need to get them safely to shore first. Regulation before processing. That's non-negotiable for safe healing.
So step one is just awareness, noticing your own states.
Absolutely foundational. What does fight or flight actually feel like in your body? What are the subtle signs of shutdown starting? What does your window of tolerance feel like?
Because maybe we mistake anxiety for normal.
So many people do. They've lived there so long. Learning to recognize these states without judgment is where it all starts.
And the hopeful part is, the body knows how to heal.
It absolutely does. The nervous system has this innate wisdom, this capacity to discharge energy and find balance. The problem isn't usually lack of ability.
It's interference from our minds or lack of safety.
Exactly. Minds interfere, environment isn't safe. Healing is about working with the nervous system, creating safety, and letting the body do its thing, removing the obstacles.
Okay, this makes so much sense. Let's shift into some practical ways people can actually start doing this. Body-based approaches.
Great, because these aren't just techniques, they're ways to befriend your body, invite it back to safety.
Where do we start?
Breath work. It's the most accessible tool, that direct bridge between conscious and unconscious. Let's try one right now. The physiological sigh.
Okay.
Take a normal inhale through your nose. Now right away, take a second smaller inhale on top. Fill up a bit more. Then a long, slow exhale through your mouth, like a sigh of relief. Do it maybe 2 or 3 times. That double inhale, long exhale pattern directly signals the brain. Threat over, relax.
Wow, that's surprisingly calming. Quick reset.
Very effective. Another good one is box breathing. Simple. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Creates a predictable rhythm, great for focus or calming down anywhere.
I've heard of that one.
Or, to really activate the rest and digest system, try an extended exhale. Just make your exhale noticeably longer, maybe twice as long as your inhale.
And consistency is key with these.
Absolutely. Consistency over intensity. 5 minutes daily beats an hour once a week.
Okay, breath work. What's next?
Somatic awareness and tracking. Learning to tune into felt sensations, not just thoughts about the body.
How do we practice that?
Start with a body scan. A few times a day, just pause. Close your eyes maybe. Scan head to toe. Notice tension, warmth, coolness, tingling, numbness. Without trying to change it, just notice. Builds interoception, internal awareness.
So not judging it, just observing.
Exactly. And when you feel triggered, try tracking sensations. Ask, where do I feel this? What are the sensations? Hot, cold, buzzing, tight. Give it a language beyond just anxiety or anger.
Gets you out of the story and into the body.
Precisely. The RAIN technique is good here too. Recognize the feeling, allow it, investigate the body sensations, nurture yourself with kindness.
Okay. Breath, awareness.
Yeah. What about movement? You mentioned the gazelle shaking.
Yes. Trauma is often frozen action. Movement helps discharge that stuck energy. So try shaking and tremoring.
Literally just shaking.
Gently. Bounce on your legs, let it ripple through, let arms hang loose. Allow any natural shaking. It's discharging excess activation. Might feel weird at first, but it works.
Or spontaneous movement.
Put on music you like and just move. No plan, no judgment. Let your body lead. It knows what needs releasing.
Yoga, stretching, especially hip openers.
Very helpful. We hold a lot in the pelvis and lower body, and simple walking in nature, the bilateral movement helps integrate the brain. The natural setting is regulating, grounding. Before we dive into potentially harder stuff, you mentioned resourcing and grounding, building capacity first.
Absolutely essential. You need a toolkit of things that reliably help you feel calm, safe, present. Your anchors.
What kind of resources?
Environmental. Places that feel safe near water, a quiet forest, a cozy room. Somatic. Physical sensations, back against a wall, feet on ground, hands on heart. What feels good in your body.
Okay.
Relational. Thinking of safe people, pets, even supportive imaginary figures. Who makes you feel loved, seen. And sensory. Calming sounds, smells, textures, visuals. Build your personal resource list.
Got it. So when activation does happen, what then? The goal isn't to push through.
No, the goal is to return to regulation. Try the STOP technique. Stop, take 3 breaths. Orient, look around, name things you see, feel, hear. Proceed slowly. Interrupts the overwhelm.
What about temperature? Cold water.
Surprisingly powerful. Cold on face or wrists activates the vagus nerve. Quick shift. Warm baths or heating pads can soothe dissociation or numbness.
And containment for big emotions.
Yeah, imagine gently putting overwhelming feelings in a safe container box, lake, room, just to create some space. Not forever, just for now.
Okay. And pendulation, again, moving between states.
Practicing gentle edge work. Notice mild activations starting slight tension, flicker of anxiety. Stay with it briefly. Observe, then consciously guide yourself back to a resource, to calm, gently stretches the window.
And contrast experiences.
After something hard, intentionally do something good, safe, helps the nervous system remember it can shift states, it's not stuck.
These self-practices are great, but sometimes professional help is needed, right?
Yeah,
Especially for deeper trauma.
definitely. Therapies like somatic experiencing, SE, help complete those interrupted responses safely. EMDR uses bilateral stimulation eye movements, taps to process memories.
There's also craniosacral trauma-informed massage.
Acupuncture, lots of body-based modalities. The key guidelines when exploring these: go slowly, don't rush. Safety first, always. Get professional help for severe trauma. Listen to your body above all else. Build tolerance gradually.
And integration time afterwards. Stillness.
Crucial. Let your system absorb the shifts. Gentle walk, journaling. Don't just jump back into busyness.
This leads us perfectly into the absolute foundation, creating safety. You said the nervous system won't let go unless it truly believes you're safe now?
It's the non-negotiable bedrock of healing, and it's multifaceted.
More than just physical safety.
Way more. Physical safety is freedom from danger, yes, but also basic needs: shelter, food, financial stability. Chronic money worries keep the alarm bells ringing.
Okay, what else?
Emotional safety, having internal tools to handle feelings without overwhelm or self-attack. And having people who can just be with your emotions without judging or fixing.
And relational safety.
Feeling safe with people, predictability, attunement, trustworthiness, knowing conflict can be repaired, you won't be abandoned or shamed for needs. Your nervous system relaxes around safe people.
Well, and energetic safety.
Being in environments and relationships that don't constantly drain you or require you to manage their stuff, feeling your boundaries respected.
How do we build internal safety?
Self-compassion is huge. Talking to yourself kindly, like a friend. Constant self-criticism is an internal threat.
Makes sense.
Also, developing internal resources. Consciously recalling times you felt strong, loved, peaceful. Creating inner anchors. And deeply honoring your pace. Resistance is often wisdom. If it feels like too much, it probably is. Pushing doesn't work.
And externally.
Boundaries. Vital. Healthy boundaries are like gates, not walls. Saying no when needed, limiting exposure to triggers, asking for needs clearly. This creates huge safety.
What about our physical space?
Environmental design. Making your home feel peaceful, supportive. Decluttering, lighting, plants, a dedicated relaxation spot. It matters. And finding a supportive community. People who get it offer co-regulation.
Remembering that window of tolerance might be narrow right now.
And that's okay. It's information, not failure. Start small, notice limits, navigate consciously. Which brings us back to professional support.
Often essential for complex trauma.
Yes, a skilled trauma-informed therapist provides external co-regulation, a safe container. Look for somatic training, SE, EMDR, nervous system understanding, prioritizing safety and pace.
What are red flags in therapy?
Promises of quick fixes, pushing you too fast, not respecting your pace or body's signals, forcing you to relive things before you're ready. Good therapy feels safe, paced, empowering.
And there's a paradox in healing, right? It's not about never feeling bad again.
Exactly. The goal isn't invulnerability, it's resilience, the capacity to move through difficult emotions without getting stuck. And sometimes feeling worse initially is part of it.
As things thaw out.
Yeah. Frozen feelings start moving, unsettling, but often a sign of deep healing starting.
So patience is key. It's not linear.
Absolutely essential. It happens in spirals. Setbacks are normal. And integrating these changes into daily life work, relationships, is an ongoing practice.
Creating safety isn't selfish. It's fundamental.
It's the foundation. When you feel truly safe, truly at home in your body, your nervous system can relax. And that unlocks so much capacity for presence, connection, living fully.
So integration. Living from wholeness. What does that actually feel like?
It feels like alignment, mind, body, spirit working together. Emotional responses start to match the situation. Minor issues don't trigger massive despair.
The body becomes an ally.
Yes, not an enemy. You listen to its wisdom. Fatigue means rest. Anger might mean a boundary is needed. You develop embodied presence, feeling fully here, grounded, accessing your resources.
But it's not a final destination. Like,
No.
okay, I'm integrated, done.
No. It's an ongoing practice. Old patterns might show up sometimes. The difference is now you have awareness, tools, you know how to find your way back to regulation. It's less scary.
You develop body literacy.
Beautiful term. Yeah, learning to read your body's unique language. Subtle signals for rest, food, movement, distinguishing pain types, energy rhythms, emotional cycles, understanding your inner landscape.
And relationships change, too.
Profoundly. As you heal your relationship with yourself, you attract and create healthier connections. You recognize safe people more easily, trust your gut.
Boundaries become easier.
More flexible, more easeful. Saying no without guilt, yes without resentment, asking for needs without shame. It flows more naturally.
What about sensitivity? A lot of people with trauma feel overly sensitive.
It often reframes from a burden into a superpower. That sensitivity becomes a finely tuned awareness, an early warning system. You learn to work with it, take breaks, buffer time, distinguish your stuff from others.
And creativity. Life force.
Often emerges powerfully. As trapped survival energy releases, it transforms. People rediscover passions, art, purpose. There's more energy available for life, not just survival.
So it's like developing nervous system hygiene. Daily practices.
Exactly, like brushing your teeth, morning grounding, midday check-ins, evening regulation, preventive care, not just for crises, maintaining balance.
And our healing ripples outwards.
Immensely. A regulated nervous system affects everyone around you. Family, friends, community. You become a calming presence, more available, able to hold space. It contributes to collective well-being.
It takes real courage, this journey.
So much courage. Honor that. Every moment of awareness, every conscious breath, every time you listen to your body, it's a profound act of healing, of self-love.
Integration is about becoming more fully yourself. Inhabiting your body as home. Trusting your nervous system as a guide.
Beautifully put. It's reclaiming your wholeness.
Okay, wow. We've covered so much today. And I imagine some listeners might be feeling inspired, maybe a bit overwhelmed too.
Totally understandable. It's a lot to take in.
So let's break it down. Concrete next steps, things you can actually do.
Good idea. Make it practical.
This week, simple awareness first. Maybe set 3 phone reminders. Just pause. Ask, what am I feeling in my body right now? Just notice. No fixing.
Just building that noticing muscle.
Second, pick one breathing technique we mentioned. Physiological sigh, box breathing, extended exhale. Practice it for just 2 minutes daily. Consistency.
Small commitment, big impact over time.
And third, before sleep, a gentle body scan, head to toe. Just noticing tension, numbness, signaling rest time.
Builds awareness, helps wind down. Good start.
This month, how about creating your safety inventory? List places, people, activities, sensations, body positions that feel genuinely safe, grounding. Keep it handy.
Your personal resource library. Essential.
Then experiment with movement. Gentle shaking, stretching, walking, dancing. What feels good, what helps release. Just explore.
Notice the body's response.
And maybe start tracking patterns. Simple journal. Energy, mood, physical stuff related to sleep, food, stress, relationships. See what connections emerge.
Gentle pattern recognition, no judgment.
In the next 90 days. If it feels right, explore professional support. Research trauma-informed somatic therapists online or locally. Interview a few. Find the right fit.
So important to feel safe with a therapist.
Develop your daily practice. Weave together a simple routine. Morning grounding, midday check-in, evening regulation. Keep it simple. Make it consistent.
Parasystem hygiene.
And address your environment. Look at your living workspace. Small changes, decluttering, plants, lighting, a comfy corner can make a real difference to external safety.
Create a supportive container for yourself.
For anyone wanting to go deeper, some book recommendations.
Oh, definitely. Bessel van der Kolk's The Body Keeps the Score is foundational. Peter Levine's Waking the Tiger. Deb Dana's Polyvagal Theory and Therapy. Resmaa Menakem's My Grandmother's Hands. Nick Ortner's The Tapping Solution. All excellent.
And professional approaches to look into.
Somatic Experiencing, SE, EMDR, Internal Family Systems, IFS, Hakomi, Body-Mind Psychotherapy, Trauma-Sensitive Yoga. Check out traumahealing.org for SE, mmdaria.org for EMDR.
Great resources. And some final reminders for everyone listening.
Please go at your own pace. Your pace is the right pace. Safety first, especially with deep trauma. Get professional support. Healing isn't linear. Expect ups and downs. Community helps. Don't do it alone. And trust your body's wisdom. Listen.
It's so important to remember. Your body is not and has never been your enemy.
Never.
Every symptom, every tension, every shutdown,
Yeah.
it was all your body trying desperately to keep you safe, to help you survive.
Incredible intelligence and love in those responses, even when they cause pain now.
These aren't failures. They're messages from a body that carried burdens to protect you. And now, with awareness, you can send it a new message. Job well done. You're safe now. It's okay to let go.
That capacity for healing is in your body right now.
Every breath, every moment of awareness is a step towards integration, towards feeling truly at home in your own skin. That's your birthright.
It really is.
Next week, we're going to build on this beautifully. We'll be diving into intuitive eating, healing the relationship with food and body. It connects so well.
Well, that's going to be a powerful conversation, too.
It will be. So until then, please remember, you are not broken. You don't need fixing. You are a human with an incredibly wise body that's done its absolute best.
Honor that wisdom.
Trust the process. Know that healing is not just possible, it's inherent within you. Take good care, everyone.
Be gentle with yourselves.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.